Question of the day. Why is it that when women, they're looking for men and the man happens to be high quality to the woman for her preference, she's considered a gold digger? I don't see nobody saying nothing about a woman who's going for something less than. Like, there's no name like trash digger, but y'all got something out here to describe a woman who's looking for a man with some standards, with, you know, with some wealth. Ain't nothing wrong with looking for a man with wealth. Now, I guess y'all can say that if the woman's only looking for that type and she's shallow, but then again, men be out here not having no standards, not doing nothing, you know, but expecting to get everything coming their way, whether they're trash can, not even recyclable waste, but trash can. They expect to get the most glory. But when a woman wants something that's better than less than, because she's been dealing with whole bag men, which there's nothing to label a man but a womanizer, but apparently that's a compliment to a man to be a hoe. So it's just everything that a woman does to want something better for herself, to have preferences for herself, it's considered something that's bad. Well, go ahead, sister, and get you a man who's wealthy and that treats you real nice. I mean, at the end of the day, you can get a man who's wealthy and a man who's poor. Both of them can treat you real good, and the same thing, both of them can treat you like trash. But a lot of us women know that a lot of men are trash. It is seldom to find a good man. That it is what it is. Women we expect for men to be trash can, because that's what they allow us to see. And when they are good men, they're nowhere to be found because they're silent. So you can find a man who's good at one or two things here and there, but not all around a good man. So if we want to settle for a rich man who's not a good man, then let us go ahead and do that. I mean, a lot of men are just picking women out here that just look good, and at the end of the day, she's gonna bash him, trash him, probably whoop his all kind of foolishness. But because she looks good and she's you know, she has some sex appeal, men want to go for that, but they don't wife up good women who are submissive, got good skills, you know, just wife material. Men don't want that. But yet they got the nerve to have a name for a woman who wants to so-called gold dig. At the end of the day, I'm gonna gold dig. I'm not trying to trash dig. That's just me. Okay? So we need some balance here. But I know there's not gonna be any balance, because at the end of the day, this is a man's world. They may have fooled women into thinking this is a woman's world by definition of feminism, but it's not. It never will be. There will be no women ruling no parts of the earth. There's gonna be none of that. There never will be. I mean, the mark of the beast is not a woman's number. It's a man's number, and the world started out with man. So women are just made for a man's pleasure. So if a woman's made for a man's pleasure, then how about the woman at least get some pleasure too? Let her enjoy a rich man who's able to take her places and do things and allow her to, you know, spoil herself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that just because a man is rich and he got money means he's going to share it, because you find a lot of rich men who will find free service to take care of their dog, and if the service ain't free, the dog's going to die. But that might be white men. So I don't really know, but I'm not digging this. I don't think that makes any sense for any kind of man to try to bash a woman who wants to have preference, but all day a man can have a preference. She can have a big butt, big boobs, be hypersexual, be a bad bee, all of this stuff that may not take them in the long run somewhere. She can be everything but a hoe to that one man, but to the other men collectively, they're gonna want her to be a hoe because they don't want to marry her and they don't want her to have standards. So it's something about men that they try to pick at everything that a woman does, but a woman can't pick at what men do. So women, go ahead and gold dig, piss the men off, because it doesn't matter what a woman's gonna do, a man's gonna be pissed off. Because if a woman gets heartbroken and the man was trash, or just the man overall just wasn't necessarily trash, but he wasn't aiming to be his best, and she wants better and is gonna have a list of stuff that she does and does not want, and a man, they're gonna trash her for that. But anything that a man wants, he has to get it. He has to rape his way into a relationship, has to rape his way into having a family, rape his way into submitting, making a woman submit. But the minute that we put out there that we just want, not that we need or that we're going to force anything, that we want a man who, you know, has some wealth, we're considered a gold digger. Well, nobody should date Solomon. Nobody should date Bill Gates. No rich man should be in any relationship, because if it's a woman who just happens to see one guy, or two guys, or dated three, whatever the case may be, and happens to be in a relationship or wanting to be in a relationship with a guy who got some wealth, she's considered a gold digger. So men can do anything and be anything and have no name for him. There's none of that. The guy code is to sleep with share each other's woman, go and get the hoe, the baddest hoe, and thrash a woman, bash a woman, don't treat her any good, don't spoil her nothing, don't respect her, hang out with the boys all times a day and spend no time with the lady, sacrifice for the homeboys, and lie to the woman to get out of the promises and plans that y'all made to the woman, and, you know, basically be gay. Because that's some gay stuff, when you are acting like a pack of wolves and don't know how to you know, have a balance in your life of man and woman, wife and homeboys. That's, to me, that's gay. Bros over hoes, as y'all like to say. That's your code. So everything about a man in this mainstream society is garbage to me, and it's garbage to a lot of other women. So since we know that men are trash, at least let us get some money out of the trash. Like, we can get a couple of cans and bottles out of this. So don't complain. Stop complaining, because this is the world that you make. You make it seem like it's hot to have a man who's rich, and he's going to throw a couple of racks at the whole bag woman that's stripping on a pole, and you're going to bring her home and put her in a lavish house and pop some bottles with her and buy her a couple of cars. That's what you be telling us. So shut the hell up when a woman actually wants to gold dig, because that's what you keep saying, that all a man is worth. You be bashing the broke N-words, as y'all be saying. Men, that's what y'all do. Y'all bash broke men. I know that there's a lot of men out there that are broke and are trash, and few of them are broke and you know, good, but living in the hood. But like how I said, it's seldom, because the mainstream society of men has to have multiple wives, treat them like hoes, and not know how to balance anything between all of the wives. Like, y'all have one wife, try to divorce that one, get with another woman, call a girlfriend, but y'all doing the most married couple stuff, and then be done with her, then get a new wife, and then have a side chick. It's all kind of dumb stuff. So it's nothing good that men are teaching us in this mainstream society. So if we want to take the so-called negative and go out there and gold dig, then what's the problem? Y'all like us to gold dig. Y'all don't like us trash digging, because when we trash dig, y'all got all kind of names for us when we trash dig, and y'all be calling us hoes, saying we ain't got no standards, all kind of stuff. So leave us the hell alone, and let us gold dig and trash dig, or whatever we got to do, but at least have a name for yourself. Label yourself as the trash men. All kind of dumb stuff, because that's what y'all like, and that's what y'all are at the end of the day. Me, I'm gonna gold dig, and I'm gonna enjoy it, because I'm not gonna turn down no blessing and take an empty hand, because I know I got a lot to offer, relationship or not. Now, especially as a woman, you know, we about to change our whole body, take a man's last name, have his kids, take care of his kids, probably get stuck with his kids, suffer for them kids, change up what we want to do for them kids, change it up for the man, get some stretch marks, probably some of women getting stretched out coochies, all kind of stuff has to change for a man. So the least we can do is at least gold dig, because that's not changing a man's life. If we're gold digging, it's not. If you're rich, you're rich. You can spare a little bit. So don't act like a rich man doesn't have at least a little fast lifestyle, because we know how men get when they get rich. They feel like they can buy up every woman in the world and let go of whatever woman he thought he was committed to. So if women are that disposable, then that's just showing that men are not faithful. So it really doesn't matter if that one woman or a couple of women happens to gold dig, because he's going to move on to the next. I'm so sick of men. Some of y'all. Women got to go through the ring. Got to go through the most. Get it together. Stop trying to contradict yourself every second. We know your game. We do. Because all men are the same. When a man starts smooth talking, we be like, where have I heard this before? Oh yeah, so we gonna just keep pissing y'all off. We gonna gold dig. Okay? Because at one point we gonna trash dig.